Hey guys, MaxLPQueen here, and welcome back to some more TERA Sorcerer story. Yeah, welcome back to some more TERA. Didn't think you'd be seeing TERA this soon, did you? Because, you know, I was talking about in my Pokemon series that TERA was going to be taking a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus, because, well, I didn't have a computer to record TERA on, but I received my computer back. Everything's working pretty much the way it used to, so I'm guessing we're all good now. But we're back with some more of our Sorcerer story here, and there's a few things that I want to do today. I know we have to get through Bastion, we have a lot going on right now. But we have a lot of stuff, literally, that we have to claim and everything. There's so much in here that we need to do. So I am going to claim all of my stuff. I've got tons of login rewards and stuff. We've just been taking a little bit of a break. Peregrina's been sitting here in Bastion for the longest amount of time. But other than that, we're pretty much ready to go and continue on with our story. We need to actually find Rida, or we need to ask Elias for Rida's location. So I'm going to actually make sure I do have Safe Haven Teleports Grows. Okay, we're going to teleport out to his location because I thought it would be quicker to just teleport out there instead of having to move all the way over there, which really we're still going to have to end up moving all the way over there anyway because it's still going to be a long walk. So yes, I think the channel is probably going to be full steam ahead now. I'm thinking we're going to be having a lot of stuff going on. Super excited about that. So everything should be pretty much back to normal. I checked everything out. I actually did, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I actually did talk to you guys, let's see, maybe it was in one of the Pokemon videos, I'm pretty sure it was, but I had mentioned that, maybe it was TERA, I don't know. But anyway, I think I might have mentioned it. If I didn't, I will go ahead and mention it now. This computer that I'm on right now recording TERA, I originally decided one day to just record some Sims on it, because I do Sims and TERA on this PC, and I was just gonna go through and play a normal episode of The Sims, which is what I was doing, and apparently my computer decided it didn't want to record The Sims today, or that day for some reason. Don't know why, but it just decided it didn't want to. So I went through and yeah, I went through and pretty much did a whole episode like 2 or 3 times trying to figure out what was wrong, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong. So that's whenever I decided to take my computer up there and get it fixed. Actually, one thing I want to check first. Yes, I just wanted to check. Actually, yeah, everything's good. Okay, sorry about that. Wanted to check and make sure everything was working correctly, because in The Sims, whenever you have to start something over again, you can just not save. In TERA, you can't start things over again, so I would have to play up to level 60 at this point again, which I'm not wanting to do, so let's be extra careful. Alright, so we have Elias here. Thank you for everything you've done. Okay, don't even remember where the heck I was last episode or what happened, but apparently I did a lot. Peregrine, I take it you have the ceremony. Let me see these. Plenty of historical observations, but those can wait. Yes, here's the ceremony. A purification rite. How quaint. Where's Rida? I love that. It's like, Quest says, ask Elias where Rida is. Elias is talking about all this other stuff that we don't care about, and we're just like, where's Rida? Come on, get to it. Resting by Seren's leg. I suspect this is the temple's final safeguard. I'll go to the archive stronghold and inform Nandu, the Kontos chief. No doubt there will be more formalities. What's the stronghold? Well, it's more of a camp than a stronghold, really, but we think it's the location of the vaults beneath Baldur's archive, or where those vaults used to be. Suppose Baldur's death tore this place apart, but a few Barakas sheltered there and survived. Nandu, just a child, was among them. But enough remedial history. Go to Seren's Lake and unlock the temple. Okay. So now we have to do even more running around from place to place. which actually I think I might have talked about in some earlier episodes where they had us just running from one point to the other. It was like, hey, why are you having me run from this place to talk to this person and this place to talk to this person? That's one of the things, though, that I need to mention that I actually like about doing the Sorcerer story, is that we're getting our reasons why. So most of the time when you play the game, you're kind of like, okay, really, dude, why are you having me run all the way over here to the other side of the freaking map? Whenever I was on this side, why can't you just teleport me there? Or why can't there be an easier way for me to get there? Why am I having to run there? And when you read the story and you read through everything, you really understand the reasonings for this. So you understand why you're having to run from one place to the other. And I actually prefer that. So I don't mind the long running from place to place, especially in Bastion, because Bastion is one of the more beautiful places that you venture into. Now, granted, when we were in Hanstra, I wasn't really looking forward to running from place to place there because it's dark and dreary, but, you know, it's TERA. You got your high points and you got your low points. That's all about being a soldier. So there you go. I'm learning, see? We got the story going, and I'm pretty much getting it now. And we're pretty high up there, okay? We're almost one of the top soldiers right now. So, you know, the Federation is pretty glad to have us, probably. I would say they would be. I mean, we're level 60. We're not level 65 yet, but we're close. Ooh, and speaking of level 65, I do want to let you guys know that when we get to level 65, the story does not end there, okay? So if we do get to level 65 before we finish the story, don't worry about that. We are finishing the story, and there is actually some level 65 stuff that we can do, story related, once we reach level 65. That will all pretty much be told to you guys right off the bat, because once we hit level 60, the screen is just gonna like implode with all kinds of stuff going on that we can do once we hit level 60. But we're gonna do everything in order. We're gonna go through the story just like we're supposed to. I'm hoping actually that I can get the red story quest for this patch and do those and finish up on those, because they actually are pretty good right now. Right now the ending quest area it deals with Velica and Velik, Goddess Velik, and I think that's kind of fitting for this series because we've kind of come up from the Federation. We destroyed Samul, and we, or Samuel, whatever you want to call him. I prefer to call him Samuel, but I believe they refer to him as Samul. Anyway, all that stuff had to do with the Federation, and it would just bring it full circle. It would be really cool if we could just bring it full circle and just have that ending with Velik, because it's a very interesting story. I haven't read it, but I have played through the quest, and I think it's very cool, so hopefully we'll be able to do that before the next patch when they introduce like a whole another ending dungeon story, but we'll see. We could get there. This place pulled me right into it. A ceremony, of course. I found the seal in that pavilion there, but something was missing. We had to purify ourselves. I need some moonlight lotus. Would you pick some? Oh, kind of you to ask. I love how she's just like accepting. Persian is just accepting that Rida tells her to do whatever the heck she wants her to do, and we just have to say yes ma'am and do whatever she says. And actually, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I think we're kind of like alone here on the server right now, because not many people on right now. They just had server maintenance about an hour ago that ended. It was a 2-hour server maintenance that lasted from like, I think it was 11 o'clock in the morning, and it ended at 1. Said it was going to be a 2-hour maintenance. So right now it's 2:14. People are probably just starting to get back on, and I don't think this server is actually a pretty big server as it is, which is going to make it really tough for us, because I believe we have to do one more dungeon in the Bastion area before we can actually complete the story part of it, and that's going to be a lot of waiting if I can't get lucky like I did with Manea's Core. Find some people just standing around and wanting to go into the Bastion of Loke. Or no, that's not the Bastion of Loke. What am I thinking? Whoa, that was a long time ago. People standing around not wanting to go into Baldur's Refuge. So, I don't know how that's exactly going to work, because that dungeon actually is one that we will have to complete for the story quest. So I will have to see about that. Maybe I can get some people together that want to do the dungeon, and we can run through the dungeon. Maybe I can queue for it and it won't take 2 hours, but who knows. You guys know I'm on a limited schedule here, and whenever I can get time to record, I take it. It might actually be one of those episodes that we run through the Bastion of Bloak with no commentary, which would be really weird, because I've been reading through the story the whole time, and you have to read through the story when you go in Bastion of Bloak, so it would seem kind of weird, but I don't know, haven't decided yet. We will come to, you know, try to overcome that bridge when we get to it. These will do. Now hold still a moment. Seren, by our common blood we clear water, and by your sacred flower I invoke your cleansing touch. Make us pure. Prepare us for the trials to come. Almost done. I'll enter the seal. You work it from the outside. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do? Ooh, let me see. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. I thought that was it. That... Oh, well, I just did something. What I did, but... Remember... Ah, there it is. Get a little bit of work here. Yeah. There we go. Oh no, did the server crash? Where's Rida? Rida? Oh, I'm supposed to do... Oops. No, I was supposed to...
I hate interruptions.
This place pulled me right to it. We just unlocked Baldur's Temple. I fulfilled my vision, and you got to play the hero again. I just hope we did the right thing opening the temple up to Elias and his Mysterium cronies. They're the Federation's top scholars. Your friend Elsine's great scholar, but who's in charge here, Elias? Surgeon, the Mysterium cares about one thing, the Mysterium. They don't trust other people with their power. Don't assume they want the same things the Federation does. This? She wasn't even talking to me. She had her back turned to me. What the heck? Alright, girl. Whatever you say. So here we are. Another run that we have to make. But that's okay. I'm not gonna go and teleport down there because I don't think I'll be able to teleport down there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and run over there. I think actually we might be completing this part of the story. So it should be very interesting. I'm not sure how I will want to play it, because I want to make the episode kind of long so that we can kind of get through the story, but still I want to make sure that I don't get stuck in the same situation that we were a few episodes ago, where I went to go and oh my god, have it on that one. Usually I always have it on megaphone because what was I saying? Oh yeah, because chat spam. But there isn't really anybody on right now, so I guess they're not spamming the chat. Okay, so yeah, I don't really know what I want to do there. I don't know if I want to go, I just want to go complete the story here, or continue on, because I know we're getting pretty close to the Baldur's Refuge dungeon. Yes, I don't want to be in the same situation we were with Minea's Core, where I literally do like an 18-minute episode, tell you guys I'm going to come back next, and we'll go into the dungeon, and then turns out we go into the dungeon 2 seconds later once I finish the recording, which was ridiculous. Ooh, we're also going to get some nice big rewards here, I do believe. Actually, I don't know if we will or not, but I'm pretty sure maybe. Let's just talk to Elias and see. Perhaps the temple will teach us how these consoles have aged so slowly here at Refuge. Even the princess unlocked the final seal. Superb. As I suspected, there's one more formality. Nandu, the consul's chief, will give you the key to open the temple door. For centuries, the consul's clan has awaited this moment, so we must give them their ceremonies. Well, go on, find Nandu. The secrets of Baldur's Temple await. Okay. He's right here.
I wish I could travel.
Welcome, traveler. Baldur's light is upon you. The sun shall await too. Through might and wisdom they will awaken a long-lost hope. Greetings, Peregrine. I've waited a long while to see you. My parents pushed me into the archive vaults when the god Baldur died. His magic preserved us to serve the refuge and temple. Only the children survived that day. You saw Baldur? I was a child, so my memories are vague, and I remember he was often sad but beautiful. I was too young to visit the temple, but I knew the ceremonies. You've earned this key. When you're ready, go see Botak. He'll show you the entrance. Good luck.
Have you been here long?
Okay. Yes, this is exactly what I want, because we are getting ready to go into Baldur's Refuge. So this is what I'm gonna do. While we are... or Baldur's Temple, I keep calling it Baldur's Refuge. While we are running down here to get this quest, I will queue for the dungeon. I will continue to queue for the dungeon off screen. If I get enough time today, we will continue on. I will do another episode, because I'm not going to go through the entire episode with you guys waiting for me to get in queue for the dungeon. But I will see what I can do. If not, then tomorrow, definitely, for sure. For me, I'm going to be recording tomorrow. I will do the Bastion, not the Bastion, the Baldur's Temple dungeon. So, that's the plan. And then after that, we're pretty much done with Bastion. Time to get to our level 60 quest in Velica, which I'm so excited about. I've done this quest so many times, never read through it once, but I saw some of the cutscenes and stuff, and it's actually a pretty cool story. Very interested to read through it and see what it's actually all about. So that's going to be pretty fun to get to see. But first we need to go and talk to Botak here, see what he has to say. The entrance grotto, a splendid place to meditate. The key, at last. The temple's entrance is in the grotto behind you. Inside the temple, you will face its guardian. I don't know anything more, I'm sorry. Alrighty. So we need to go this way. And I believe if you enter the dungeon, you can get the quest from Rida. I believe so. Since we have not gotten into queue yet, and I don't plan on us getting into queue for a little while, let's go into the... let's go into the temple, and let us see real quick if Rida is standing there ready to accept our quest, because I do remember that. One of the things that I strictly remember is that you cannot receive the quest unless you come into the dungeon, and yes, here is Rida right here, ready for us to accept her quest. So in order to make this easier on me, once we enter the dungeon, because if we do ever get into the dungeon, believe me, it's going to be fast-paced. I'm going to go ahead and read what Rida has to say here, and then we'll end off the episode. I cannot believe this ridiculous quest has dragged me all the way here. If it weren't for the goddess Mistil, I'd be back in Port Eleanor. Peregrine, how did we get in here? I was just talking to my advisors, and... oh, this is Baldur's Temple, isn't it? Your senses aren't as finely tuned as mine. I can feel something powerful at its center. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Okay, so here we have the Baldur's Temple quest, which is a 5-person quest, of course, to do the dungeon. And I'm stuck in the dungeon. Nice. Maybe the mirror will take me, because I definitely don't want to do the quest right now. Can I leave? Yes. Entrance. What I want to do. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh gosh, sorry about that. I hit the microphone. If you heard that, probably you did. I'm gonna go ahead and end off the episode here, guys. And then in the next episode, we will be going through Baldur's Temple, the dungeon. But before I go, I did not even notice this. I need to claim something. Of course, it's back here in August that I didn't claim it. I'm actually gonna probably take a walk or teleport back to Bastion, because I need to put some stuff here in the whatchamacallit, in the bank, and I need to sell some stuff and just pretty much do some inventory cleaning. But I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here, guys, and I will see you next time when we go into the Baldur's Temple.